Hi guys, welcome back to... Hi Cara, it's nice to see another Cara in the room. Thank you for joining me again. I'm having connection issues. I don't know what it is. Hi Rachel, hi. I don't know what it is. I've tried Wi-Fi, I've tried 4G, and I'm back on Wi-Fi. So I'm hoping that this will work now. But you're not in here to hear me prattle on about my internet access. So what you wanted to know was how to get your scopes noticed. Great, thank you, Rachel. I'm glad to hear that it's all clear for you. So I've picked these things up, these 3 tips up from being on Periscope now for 4 weeks. And a lot has changed in that time. So what I wanted to share was the 3 things that I've seen, and it's all to do with one thing that you can do. It's emojis. And I don't want to see screens and screens and screens of emojis. It doesn't work. That is not what I'm talking about today. What I'm talking about is targeted and strategic use of emojis to help get your scope noticed. And this came to me this morning when I got online. I'm here in Australia, so a lot of American scopers are actually going to bed now. So they're doing their nights, their sunset scopes, and I'm seeing like certain scopers are catching my eye. And it's because of emojis. So I'll share one thing that an Australian scoper shared with me, and it's going to help you. See, they drive you nuts. Okay, so this is how, and I'm thinking you're talking about emojis, Rachel. This is how you can use it in a targeted, strategic way. Okay, it's not filling the screen full of emojis. That's what teenagers do. We're not teenagers, we're adult business owners. So we don't behave like a bunch of rampant teens, please. So this is what I want you to do. The first thing is that I've seen, or I was told was by the Sarah Moore, the _ Sarah with an H _ Moore. Check her out. She's a great digital strategist here in Australia. So what she said is to write a comment, make sure it's 1 line long, and you'll see this when you're writing your comments in Periscope. And then under that, put some emojis, because what happens is it breaks up your comment and it directs the broadcaster's eye to your comment. So that is the first tip that I have. So use emojis in comments, but just you've got to make sure that your comment is 1 line, and then you have a line of emojis underneath, so it's 2 lines total. It's kind of like underlining. It's kind of like underlining your comments. So if you'd had that line, Rachel, where, so giving it a title as such, then you would put a return, and then you would put a line of emojis underneath there in your comments as it appears up on the screens. Hi, Kasha, thanks for joining. So that's one thing that you can do. In your comments, use emojis in your comments, and it's so helpful if you get on these big scopes. And Lorraine, I saw you in Leonie Dawson's scope, and so this is a great one. Not Leonie, Denise Duffield-Thomas's scope. So this is a good one for using with Denise's scope. So because she is so popular, if you have a comment and it adds value, what you do is you make sure it's 1 line underneath that, so put a return and then put a line of emojis. That will get you noticed in Denise's scopes. I've done it myself and I've had her respond to me directly. So that's the first tip, emojis in comments. And I don't mean screens of it, 2 lines, please, to your comments, 2 lines. That's your first tip. The second tip, and these are things that I've come up with today. Before your title. So you would have noticed when I titled this scope, I put a star. Now this is handy for people like me who follow 100-odd scopers, and you're invited to watch scopes. So what happens is if you put an emoji right at the very start as the very first character of your title, you will then actually be able to use that. It'll flag you in your screen. It makes you look different to everybody else, okay, rather than just a whole heap of text. So that's your next tip. Have an emoji first as the very first character. Mine's a star. I just picked a star today. It could be something to do with what you're doing. I noticed Kim Gast, who is a big social media expert in the States. Hi, Sam. Kim Gast had a red circle as her first icon. Who else did I notice do it today? Grant Cunningham did it as well. He had the little mobile phone emoji. That was their first... the first character in their title was an emoji, and it gets you noticed because it caught my eye. It seriously caught my eye when I was scrolling through my feed of Periscope notifications. Like, oh, what's that? It's different. It has you standing out. So that's your second one. So the first one is to put a line of emojis underneath a single line comment that'll have you standing out in the crowd in the larger scopes. 2, have it as a first character in your title. The third tip is to have it before your name. So I've changed that. I've changed my name in Periscope. If you're an Android user, which I am, you can actually go in and edit your profile and have it in there. Now, why that's different is, once again, it's for a news feed. Can you tell that I normally do stuff on Facebook? So it's so that when you're in your Periscope feed, you will see it come up first. It catches your eye. And this is the thing. As more people adopt the platform, you're going to need to use these skills and tips and hints to get yourself seen, because it'll become noisy. And these are the things that will help you set aside. Now, I've seen this in Kim Gast, Subi Zimmerman. Who else is doing it? Grant Cunningham. Some big US marketing names are doing it. And I've looked through my feed, not a lot of people are doing it. So if they're doing it and they're the ones that get the big followings and they're the ones that are getting the endorsements and they're the ones that are making, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 off of their programs, then they've got to be doing something right. So not to mention the fact that it caught my eye. So it worked. So they're the 3 things that I want you to know about using emojis. It's not about using them like teenagers and filling up the screen with all of these pretty pictures. It's not about that. Oh, there was another one. Thank you. I'm glad it makes sense. The other one that I heard was from Zach Spuckler. So this is another one that Zach Spuckler did yesterday. So Zach Spuckler is a 20-something, I wouldn't call him a tech whiz, he's an intern, but he makes bucks off of Periscope. And I mean serious thousands of dollars in a weekend, bucks, serious money. So what he also suggested with the bio in Periscope, so I suggested putting an emoji at the start. What he also suggested is choosing emojis to describe what you do and putting them towards the end of your text. So I've got some in the middle of mine before I've got a HTTP link. And so you can, so Kasia and Rachel, you could do a pen, a paintbrush, a pair of scissors, those kinds of things. Sam, you could do a computer or people talking. Lorin, you could do something similar. I've got a pen, I've got a computer, a mobile phone, those kinds of things that kind of describe your business and help your business in that regard. So yeah, it's about targeted strategic uses of emojis to get you noticed. So I'm going to recap for those that have come in partway through, because I can't see who's on the web, or I can see who's on the web. So you've got, the first one is to have a line of emojis underneath a single line of text in your comments to get you noticed in the big scopes. 2, to have it before your name in your bio. 3, to have it before your title when you title your scopes. And I've got an extra one, which I learned from Zach Spuckler. Thanks, Zach. And that is to use some targeted emojis in your biography. Exactly. Scissors. That's exactly it, Kasia. That would be yours. So, all right, I'm signing off now, and I hope to see you guys later on some upcoming scopes. All right. See you later. Yes, money bags. Now, I hope to be able to add that to mine, Rachel. I really hope to be able to add money bags to mine. All right, I'll catch you guys later.